What's going on, guys? Welcome to the official Royal Rumble Rundown. We have Dom. We are here with Goose Abel. We also here with Strap Facts. My man Strap Facts is down in Tampa right now. He was at the Rumble. John, what was your experience down there, man? How was it?
Well, I'm having a great time at the Royal Rumble. I mean, how can you not? It's one of the best premium live events you can go to. But the reports I'm hearing from other people is that they couldn't hear the crowd, that it was a dead crowd. Is that what you guys noticed?
Nah, it sounded pretty good.
It actually sounded really good.
All right, then I don't know who these fools are, but that's what I've seen. But I thought the crowd, I mean, it was a packed crowd. It was a sold out crowd, the 48,000 they announced and 44. But yeah, it was packed. There's so many people there, and they were, I mean, I've been part of dead crowds. I've been part of super hot crowds. But I thought it was just a really good crowd. I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. So if that came across on TV or not, everything was good. I mean, maybe it's because I sat, up in the upper decks, in the nosebleeds, if you will, 304, row S, seat 3. And I sat next two guys to my left side. They were, they're cool. They're nice guys. I mean, we didn't really become best friends or anything, but they were nice. They were pleasant seatmates. Because, sometimes you could sit next to these rank and dank individuals. And to my right was a young man and his young woman with their young child. Man, first of all, this kid, I don't know. Got to be 1, 2, I don't know. But he had the little earmuffs on, and this kid was losing his shit in a bad way during the countdown of the Women's Royal Rumble. 5, 4, 3. Man, I don't have children, so I can't say, but I've been around other people's kids, Why is this kid here? I mean, you're here. Hopefully you didn't have to pay for a babysitter for this little kid. That's why you brought him. I don't know. Sorry, you don't belong there. You don't. You need to stay at home. Here, you experienced your first Royal Rumble. Man, you don't remember any of that shit.
Nope.
But anyways, the guy next to me, he was also really cool. He was very into everything. And so that helps, if you're surrounded by people who are, really into the product, into the show, and you feel the energy and you get to cheer along, especially during the men's Royal Rumble. Man, even his girlfriend was like, which side who are you cheering for? He's like, I like Oos. Which one? Both Ooses.
Both of them.
Shinsuke is my guy. I thought Oos was your guy. Now I like Drew McIntyre too. I'm like, this guy is he likes everybody. That's my everybody. Answer. He just likes everybody. So I thought it was a good crowd. If anyone else didn't think so, but it was.
This is the first Royal Rumble with no McMahon.
Yeah.
Brand new day in the WWE, World Wrestling Federation, or Entertainment. Excuse me. Get the F out of here, McMahon. Get the F out of here. But it was a good show from what we've seen. A lot of people. I never seen that stadium that packed, even in the Rays, if they make playoffs and whatnot. But that opening match, the women's battle royal, Royal Rumble, it was something special. How was your reaction when you seen Jordan Grace?
Well, we're going to back up just a little bit, and I've been notorious, especially in the state of Florida, WrestleMania 33, as it were, in Orlando, and I wore a TNA shirt, Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. I've been accused of being a TNA mark, and what's wrong with that? Wearing TNA shirts to a WWE show. But my goal at that Mania was Naomi's here. She's in her hometown. She's gonna, win the title tonight, and I'm gonna go there. There's gonna be Naomi shirts all over the place. I'm gonna buy one, and that's my WrestleMania T-shirt. I never found one. Now they're either sold out or they just didn't carry it. They didn't really care about Naomi at the time. I don't know. I couldn't find one. I found one years later, and with rumors circulating, I wore this one. It's a very nice neon green shirt. If you look closely, it might be John Cena's green shirt that he had at the time. But she came out as number 2, and was a little soon for me. It was very early in the show, but
Yeah.
people didn't recognize the music at first for some reason. It was getting a little slow. Maybe it's that big arena thing, but it was great to see my friend Naomi there. But as for Jordan Grace, I'll use the words that guy next to my right said. Who is this swole chick? Holy smokes!
Big swole right there.
He never seen her before, and he was really into Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace put on one hell of a performance.
Yeah,
She impressed the hell out of everybody. And Triple H, what are you waiting for?
Well, I seen she tweeted something saying that this isn't the last time you'll see her involved with WWE, and then hashtag this is TNA. So there might be a few things under the rug that we don't know about. So I like what I'm seeing.
It's not the first time an active TNA wrestler appeared on a WWE programming. Remember Mickey James a few years ago?
Well, with Mickey, Mickey was different though because she already had previously worked over there. Jordan Grace never even gracing the WWE like company at all. Just it makes a huge difference. It's like, all right, you're willing to work and do business with other companies. That'd be a different forbidden door that we don't know about.
It's open.
I don't think the other big company is going to be doing business because all the fighting, or maybe we being kayfabe, maybe we're being worked. It'd be nice to have a Tony Khan appearance with the boys.
Nah, I don't want to see him in WWE. Stay over there. Stay in Jacksonville.
I kept thinking Saraya would show up as Paige.
Yeah, that's
Dolph Ziggler be back.
Right.
But like, yo,
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, it's just like when Rhino was fired from WWE, and then he showed up like a month later as part of the ECW team at One Night Stand. Like, it's Rhino! Oh my god! It's like he just fired him like a month ago. Like he was nobody. Now he's like, oh my god, it's Rhino.
So, guys, it finally happened. We got the debut of Jade, and we got what I said was going to happen. We got that stare down between her and Bianca Belair. Oh man, I want to see that at WrestleMania. How was the crowd? How was the crowd, John, when Jade come out? Did they know who she was?
You know, this is yes, and it's like, guys, you could have seen Jade Cargill anytime you wanted a year ago on any Dynamite or Rampage, maybe. You know, so it just seems very hypocritical if you ask me. It's like, look at these AEW losers. Oh my God, it's Jade Cargill. I'm on to you guys. But she got a big pop. Everyone knew who she was. Everybody was waiting for her to show up. And she had a great moment with Nia Jax, doing all the spots with her, the scoop slam and the and throwing her out and all that. But once that was over, it's like she had nothing to do. You know, she was just selling on the side. She had to do the stare off with she had a couple of spots with Naomi, and she had to do the stare down with Bianca. But yeah, that is something everybody wants to see, and let's hope it goes in that direction, or maybe Jade disappears again. But I was happy. I did like her Tron, and I liked her resemblance to her old music, but not the one that says "Pretty girls dance like this." Much to my chagrin.
Oh man, were you impressed by Tiffany Stratton last night? She made her little surprise.
It was an impressive surprise, but I don't watch NXT, and the only thing I could think of was that whatever that new Mariah May chick that hangs out with Tony Storm. That's all I could think about. I'm like, isn't that? Oh, okay. She did a good job. She did a good job. So that was good.
All right. Well, you guys predicted it earlier this week when we did the rundown. You said Bayley was going to get the win.
Yep.
I didn't see it happening, but she didn't.
I think it was well deserved. Like all the shit she's been dealing with, taking the L's for damage control, building these girls up. She trained a lot of these girls that are like coming up right now too, just like Natty does on the side. But man, she's getting her flowers the way she deserves instead of waiting. And then we're like, why aren't you doing anything with Bayley? She's a hell of a character, hell of a wrestler. It's now, who is she going to pick? Is it going to be Mommy, Io? We don't know. We really don't know. This is the surprise that I like. You cannot predict where this is going compared to where the men's side is going.
Probably gonna go with Io. They'll drag it out. She get kicked out, and they'll probably do like with Batista and Triple H. Thumbs down. Yep.
I mean, Bayley is always a favorite with the crowd, especially in Florida. So people were cheering for her on and off, regardless of who was in the ring. But it was a deserved win. It was a happy win for one of the original 4 horsewomen. So thumbs up.
So that makes at least 3 out of the 4 Royal Rumble winners now, right? Charlotte's done it. I think Becky's done it.
Oh yeah, Sasha hasn't, huh?
Sasha
only one Sasha. That's it.
Well, to main event WrestleMania though, right? So one of the
Sasha did main event WrestleMania, but yeah.
Sasha did. Yeah, so Bayley be the only one that hasn't main evented WrestleMania yet.
Yeah.
There you go. There's spot.
It's crazy.
There you go. All right, guys. Our next match was for the WWE Universal Championship between Roman Reigns, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. John, I know you was thinking about me when Roman Reigns came out, huh? I know you acknowledged him. Acknowledge him right now.
I remember all the times we had to acknowledge that fool on the podcast. But so after Bayley won, we left. I left. A lot of people, went to take a break. It was a long Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So over like an hour and 20 minutes that first match.
So we're expecting freaking Logan Paul and Kevin Owens to come out, and it was the fucking main event. It's the world title match. We're like, what the? Why? Why are we gonna get back to our seats now? Jesus.
Roman got to get home.
When that happened, I just told that dude next to me, I was like, it's gonna have a shitty finish. It didn't though. It didn't, but everyone is really over. Randy Orton is still ridiculously over. LA Knight as well. AJ as well. He had a great spot, that hope spot there. But that being said, it was still a typical. It was one of that's the Roman Reigns match, kind of like Brock Lesnar had his kind of match. There was always like the same but it works, I guess. Roman Reigns is having the same thing. This was every Roman Reigns match title defense you've seen in the last year and a half. It was like a house show match that they did all what you expected. They didn't go out of the box with anything. And booking wise, they couldn't. They have somewhere they have to be. So booking wise, it wasn't great. It was just there. And maybe it deserved being second on the show.
Well, your tribal chief is still your champion. That's
As it should be.
That's it. The match, it was okay, but Roman's gonna win. I was surprised he won it clean, to be honest with you.
I think they needed to give him. Yeah, I think they needed to give him one cleanish victory after all the bullshit that's been going on. I mean, we're already hating, and all the fans are just like, God damn it, get him off my screen, get that belt off of him because he's never defending it. WWE knows what they're doing. They're making us hate him so damn much that when Cody does, or if he does finish the story, he is that much over. So just keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, it pisses us off, but
I thought the same thing. I mean, it's like, what's up with this ridiculous title reign? But tell you what, it's working. It's working for business, for house show, for revenue. They made a sign with TKO and Netflix, all while Roman Reigns is the world champion.
Yep.
So,
yep.
There you go. And
yeah.
And he got us out of the pandemic too.
Number 1. All right. Our next match was for the United States Championship. It was not LA Knight. Need to be LA Knight. It was Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens.
Skip.
John, what do you think?
Skip.
Yeah, it was
no, man. I'm like, all right. So Kevin Owens is over. Logan Paul is over in a sense of being booed, but it's like no one gave a crap about this match, really.
No. We kind of knew where it was going to happen anyway. Some bullshit finish. Some way Logan's going to still have the title going into Mania.
That being said, when the finish happened, I kind of laughed. I was like, it's so dumb, but it works. move on. Let's get out of here. Let's get to the Rumble. So
yeah, it made sense, but I was just like, oh, come on.
It might have been more over if it actually was reversed, like I thought. But I know why they booked it this way, and it's what it was. And it was like that Fatal 4-Way match. It was just there.
Yep.
Yeah, I figured they're probably gonna make that rivalry a little bit longer going into Perth Elimination Chambers, unless they're doing one show for that. I don't know. I still don't know what they're gonna do next month now too.
Maybe they'll take it to Mania.
That's it. Got
with Owens and Logan. Oh God, no.
All right, let's get to the Royal Rumble. What a showing! What a showing! What do you think about that, man? I know you enjoyed it.
What I appreciate about the men's Royal Rumble is that how fast it was. I mean, we're all waiting in anticipation for it, but it's like these were not 60-second intervals. They were not 90-second intervals. As soon as Cody Rhodes made his entrance, he comes in 10, 9. It's like, but I knew they were rushing, and no one cared because I was like, all right, let's get this rolling, let's get it going. I mean, it's kind of slow at spots. I think I saw someone say they're waiting for that holy S moment of that the Royal Rumbles have produced before, and it really wasn't there. But
it didn't need to be there.
I mean, yeah, it's like, what could you have done? But it was fun. I didn't think it, dragged at all. But it was another fun Rumble. And, before we get to who wins, did you guys have any memorable moments, entrance?
It's pretty cool seeing Jimmy and Jay kick off the show.
Oh, my God. Thank you for reminding me. But Jay Uso, main event Jay Uso coming out with his entrance and doing oh, my God.
That was hot.
Yeah.
That couldn't have a better opening guy than that right there.
Yep.
That was freaking over. You get all the people out of their seats for that one. Then Jimmy Uso coming out. Holy smokes. Yeah, it was a really hot start to the Rumble. If we review the show later, you're going to have to do the entrant by entrant so I can actually remember better. That was good. Still a blur last night,
What about the return of Andrade?
Oh, man.
How was the crowd for that?
It went over like a fart in church.
Oh, boy.
No, it's like, okay, he didn't get a big pop. It's like, well, first of all, he didn't. He came out and he looked like he looked like Cold Skull Sonata. He got the mask and the frocky hair. And one thing that didn't help was that he didn't come out to. I know maybe he changed his music late in his WWE run, but this was not his music. It was just Andrade, some generic whatever. It's like,
he didn't have that NXT theme song.
Yeah,
it was catchy back then.
Yeah, so it hurt. That hurt because who the hell was he? But he wasn't. He's not as over enough where people can still pop anyway.
Yeah,
he didn't have a Booker T music or Diesel music where he can come out and people kind of oh my God, it's Kevin Nash. He's Diesel. He's NWO. He's Kevin Nash. No, it's just Andrade. I remember that guy. Did he really leave? So it kind of underwhelmed a little bit.
Do you feel like he was more over in AEW more so since that entrance, just because of how it went down, or maybe it hurt him going to AEW?
I liked Andrade, but he's never as over as he thinks he is. Sorry. He's more over to Tony Khan than he is to anyone else.
Now he's going to be feuding with Santos Escobar. Don't put him in the LWO. Don't do that.
I'll tell you this. When I was at the airport and just, humming tunes myself, I had Legado del Fantasma's theme in my head.
Wow.
So when he came out, I was like, yeah.
Oh, man. My man, Brian Breaker, he brought the dog out of him last night, man. He taking everybody out.
He was like the Jordan Grace of the men's Rumble. Which is a great thing.
I think that was supposed to be Brock Lesnar right there, to be honest with you, but shit happens.
I think Brock Lesnar's spot was Pat McAfee's spot.
Yeah, that called
because who knows what happened, but I think Omos and Braun Breaker got eliminated really quickly, but no one noticed. It's because it was probably supposed to happen in a bigger spot with Brock. Instead, they're just like, oh, we can put Pat in it, but he doesn't have to do anything. You know? So that was probably his spot, but then he probably gets eliminated like in a pile up, like 3 guys out, probably maybe, but who knows? He wasn't gonna win, I guess.
No.
So,
but I did call it. I did say the fatal 4 or the final 4 was gonna be CM Punk, Gunther, Cody Rhodes, and Drew.
Yep.
Just like I predicted.
All Raw guys. It's crazy, huh? No SmackDown guys in the finale.
Disrespectful. There are no SmackDown guys. But also throw out there, Shinsuke got a great pop, and I knew Sami Zayn was coming back. I thought he'd be back.
We were like, who's gonna be number 30? We forgot about Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
And Ricochet too. Were you disappointed when Ricochet came out?
I love Ricochet, but here's the problem: they didn't show the numbers. So when the person came out, we didn't know what number they were. And so once they did like a standoff, 2 to 2 to 2, we were like, "Is that it?" I'm like, "I think that's it." Sami Zayn's like a pretty solid number 30, but Ricochet didn't bother me because I'm a fan of Ricochet. You know what did bother me? People like Bronson Reed. So Bronson, it's like, I mean, maybe sometimes I watch Raw. I watch the Hulu version. And they cut everything out. I'm like, where the hell has he been?
He's been there.
Yeah, he's been there.
But they had a lot, and like Ivar, they had Ivar come in after Kofi was eliminated. It's like, don't you guys have great matches together? And Kofi just getting tossed out like nothing. They're like, he didn't even bother this year, so you got to kill that gimmick of his.
He didn't need it. So there's so much you can do.
Yeah, do you think the vaccine needed at that time, or they were trying to maybe keep her there for a little bit and then boom?
Who was this?
Back in the Women's Royal Rumble, just because I remember how they usually have a Kofi spot where they get needed.
You don't need to do that anymore. Well, yeah, you shouldn't. That spot. Every year the same thing. All right, how they gonna top each other and keep doing this thing? But
yeah, I wasn't expecting that with her. Just thinking back about that Royal Rumble, and I was like, is she? Oh shit, she's not eliminated. And then boom, I guess she might have slipped, or maybe they had another spot there for her. But then they decided, fuck it, just eliminate Asuka now too.
Oh,
the Asuka went out pretty quickly.
Yeah, I was shocked with that one.
Well,
we'll see how that plays out on SmackDown. So.
I'd have to see the replay, but it was a weird spot. But when the Kabuki Warriors got eliminated, it was like, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next. Sure. Well, we know Cody is going to WrestleMania, and we already know who he's going for. He said in the press conference afterwards, he's going to finish the story at WrestleMania.
It was a tough call. It was a tough call between CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, and the crowd. I mean, they would have. Those were the stars. People would have accepted either one winning, but CM Punk, if he won, man, disappointment. The guy's in I'm in better shape than CM Punk is right now, and that is wrong. He looked tired. He's old. He's tired, and he works with children. He did not look good. CM Punk did not look good. It's like if a bad WCW wrestler came back and won, like the 2000 Rumble. It's like this. It was not a good. CM Punk looked like shit at the Royal Rumble this year. That's all I got to say.
I got to rewatch it, but
yeah,
they made it seem like he hasn't been in the game for a long time. But
you think that's all by?
What's that?
You think that could be all by design? Because sometimes there are certain wrestlers that look like they're gassed, but in reality they're just playing up to the crowd.
No, he was gassed. We'll get plotting out some better internet too. Anyway.
Yeah, it is possible, but overall, it was a good show. We didn't know which direction they were going to go.
Yeah,
and obviously, they went the Cody route one more time. But the way they kept hyping it up the past week, saying this guy's a 2-time winner, this guy's a 2-time winner, Austin a 3-time winner, so it was bound to happen. It was right in their story, and Cody got to finish the story.
Is he going to finish the story though?
Well, that will take place in
2K24.
2 months.
WWE 2K24. Story. March 3rd.
Oh boy.
Well, guys, it was an interesting Royal Rumble rundown. John, glad you had fun.
Thank you.
When you get back.
Have a safe trip back, Bubba.
Thank you. We can talk about this more if you have any more thoughts or questions or feedback. But overall, live, it was had a great time. Great time. If Big Show comes back to Tampa, the Tropicana Field again, let's do it. Let's go.
Yes, let's go.
Quick questions. It said it was in St. Pete's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
How far is like St. Pete's from Tampa?
Or
is it like how many?
Like 20 minutes.
Like,
all right.
Yeah.
All right. No, I was just wondering. Cool Ray kept saying it's St. Pete, it's not Tampa. I'm like, shut up, Ray.
It's Waterford, Groton, New London.
That's what we're basically saying. Yeah.
Same
thing.
All right. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
All right, fellas. Good rundown, and we back at it. And John, enjoy your crab legs.
Thank you. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Boom.